I'm Eliza.
And I'm Olivia.
And we spent the last couple months investigating people's concerns around privacy and security in home Internet of Things, or IoT. Our research led to Devicable, a website we designed to give actionable changes to your device. Let's take a look.
Home devices bring a wide range of privacy choices and trade-offs. How do you know what makes sense for you and your family?
They don't get security updates. They're written by monkeys.
I'm most concerned about the privacy of the information that's being said in our home being shared.
The security is a big concern.
What concerns me the most?
So I'm most concerned about them maybe failing or not working.
People getting into my computer and my bank accounts.
Alexa was giving, listening to people's conversation. It was on YouTube. I don't know how true it is, but
a lot of consumers just aren't aware of the technology and what capabilities it offers.
So if there was some plain English, this is what they're doing, I would love it.
Yeah.
We started Devicable because we believe privacy choices should be clear. We offer 2 decision-making tools. The Privacy Manager is designed to build a secure system for you and all your devices by adjusting the privacy settings to mirror your comfort level. Our Trade-off Manager allows you to see how privacy settings will affect your technology's functionality. By answering a few simple privacy questions, you can gain a better understanding of your privacy priorities. Register your home devices with Devicable and receive notifications when major hacks happen or updates come out for your devices. Devicable. Smart decisions for smart devices.
Do you think something like that would be helpful?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that does sound useful.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that's cool.
As far as they're concerned, it's just magic.
Even younger person would love it.
So to recap the problems that our video showed, there's poor engineering, data harvesting, devices failing, hacking and financial risk, spying, knowledge gaps, and obfuscation and jargon. And these concerns aren't without reason. These are devices in our homes, in our intimate spaces. And in 2016, the East Coast was shut down by an attack called the Mirai botnet attack, which was created by linking together vulnerable IoT devices.
Unfortunately, when people try to address their worries, they face new problems, which is what we focused on for our solution. These include the feelings of resignation, feeling overwhelmed, misinformation, lack of solutions, and inability to maintain the security goals they set themselves. We talked to a lot of people to learn about the conversation around home IoT. This includes, for example, the policy people who say government should regulate it, not the individual. But little regulation has been implemented, and this seems pretty unlikely in the US. You might have heard about the GDPR in the EU. This is only a small step in the right direction. Then you have the techies who believe technology is the solution. All updates should be automatic and seamless. However, this diminishes the transparency, and it's often a method used to hack. And then there's the industry folks who argue that users understand the trade-off between privacy and convenience. However, research shows that people aren't doing cost-benefit analysis, rather they're resigned to surveillance. Some of these conversations might help in the future, but we wanted to come up with a solution for right now.
So, welcome to Devicable, a website for receiving recommended actions based on your privacy concerns. So let's look at it through the eyes of our users. So our first user, she's a bit apprehensive about technology, but she was gifted an Alexa about a year ago, and she really loves it. It tells silly jokes to her kids, and it plays music or the radio, and she's using it all the time. We found in our research that Echoes are really a gateway device and making people more comfortable with home IoT and generating a lot of conversation around them. Like many of us, she learns about Echo's voice logs and recording behaviors in the news. Her privacy concerns are elevated after some negative experiences with social media, and she doesn't want a similar experience in her own home where it's even more intimate. So she goes to Devicable, where she can select her device and set a privacy level. But to really understand what privacy level is right for her, there's a questionnaire she can complete that will give her details about different topics. At the end of the questionnaire, she'll get her priorities as well as what other people like her might do to protect their devices and their homes. But the heart of our product is really based on the idea of getting actions. So everything you answer, we try and give step-by-step instructions of what you can actually do to modify your devices.
Now we'll consider another perspective. This person is more technologically inclined and they enjoy making their home efficient through this innovative technology. For example, he installed smart light bulbs because their hardwired light switches were awkwardly placed and he was sick of crossing the room in the dark. Now he's tired of coming home to a hot apartment but is concerned about the environmental inefficiency of running the AC all day, so he decides he wants to buy a smart thermostat. He heard the temperature can be perfect when he gets home. However, he's uncomfortable with anything connected to the cloud because of the notorious insecurity. We also found that this type of person makes their privacy decisions before or at the point of purchase. So he uses Devicable's trade-off tool to compare how the thermostat's functionality changes if he takes it offline. He can adjust several sliders based on his concerns, which show the trade-off. He decides to buy a certain thermostat because it fits with his privacy priorities. Devicable also has a notification system if any of your networks experience a hack. So even though we hear about the news about hacks, it's often spread across a bunch of sources and it's not personalized to what we own. So before this point, anything on Devicable you could use without an account, any feature, but with this you require an account and you can set up notifications if you need to update.
With Devicable, we are trying to build a trust network for IoT. As home technology becomes more popular and more present in our lives, we're going to need a better understanding of how these devices work. In order for that to happen, people need to understand clearer the choices they have in the devices they use.
And we'd like to thank Substantial, our sponsor, especially Davey, who advised us throughout this project, the Cohort 5 and MHCAD community, and also all the experts and participants who helped design Devicable. And we're open for questions.